In Forrester's design office, Liam hollers, "Get your hands off my wife." Thomas holds his hands up like he's under arrest. Liam gawps, "What the hell?" In the main office, Steffi and Taylor tell Ridge how proud they are of him. Taylor wasn't a big fan of the strategy. Ridge is sorry for the heartache they put them through. Taylor assures him it's an end justifies the means situation. They go over Shayla confessing and then getting it recorded. Moving on, Ridge says he had a conversation with Thomas and was impressed. He seemed honest and sincere, and he's glad he's working at Forrester again. Though he's surprised he's working with Hope and how Liam feels about him. In the design office, Thomas tells Liam he's got it all wrong. Liam shoves him in fumes. "No, you've got it all wrong if you think you can touch my wife." Hope hollers, but Liam calls Thomas a sick son of a bitch and orders him to leave. Thomas says, "My name is on the building." Liam rages, "I don't care. Get the hell out." Thomas goes. Liam tells Hope, I can't do this anymore." He rails that he doesn't deserve to come in there and see them with their hands all over each other. "How much more am I expected to take, Hope?" In the main office, Ridge, Steffi, and Taylor are discussing what a great team Hope and Thomas make when Thomas walks in. Ridge looks at him and asks if something is wrong. He's not sure. He explains that Hope was modeling a gown on the riser, and Steffi asks, "Thomas, what did you do?" He sputters, "Nothing. I caught her." He describes Hope falling and him breaking her fall. Taylor doesn't think it sounds that bad. Thomas says she fell into him, they fell into the couch, and Liam walked in. Hope's husband was angry, started yelling, and told him to leave. Instead of escalating the situation, he left. Thomas understands why he reacted that way. He says hopefully Hope will help him see the truth and hopes it won't cause issues in their marriage. In the design office, Hope wants to explain, but Liam says he knows what he saw. The two of them on the couch with his hands all over her. Hope retorts, "Because I fell." She describes what happened and says, "That is what you walked in on." She continues on to say the most hurtful part about his reaction is that he thinks she would willingly put herself in that position. Liam asks, "Do you really not understand how that looked?" Hope says it looks like she has a husband who does not trust her. After all of these years, she rants about him jumping to conclusions and refusing to believe Thomas has changed. It's insulting that he thinks she cannot handle herself around him. "What about what I have had to endure? The trust I've had to put into you after everything you've done in the past. Let's talk about that." Liam insists it's time for her to say enough is enough with Thomas. "I don't trust him, and neither should you." Liam reminds her that Thomas knew Biff was alive and watched them grieve. That is how far he is willing to go to have her. Hope shakes her head. He's not that man. She believes he has changed, and the time they spend together is strictly professional. "The real thing is, why don't you believe me?" Liam states, "Because you keep finding new reasons to invite him into your life." "Why do you do that?" In the main office, Steffi and Thomas worry that Liam will try to convince Hope to take him off the line. Taylor assures Thomas that they have his back. Ridge echoes the sentiment. That means the world to Thomas. He recaps that he made a lot of horrible mistakes, but he had to put everything on the table. "He let us all out, and he realized it doesn't define me. That's thanks to your love." Thomas credits Taylor with being the glue that holds the team together. Team Taylor. They all laugh. In the design office, Hope defends needing Thomas on her line. Liam knows what hope for the future means to her, but it's her legacy, not Thomas's. Hope had no other choice. Liam argues it was an obstacle. Steffi knows there are other designers out there, but Thomas is her brother. "You don't need Thomas." Hope says, "Yes, I do. We are hope for the future now." Liam grimaces and agonizes. Hope reiterates that it's not personal, it's just business. Liam wants to go home. She tells him she still has work to do. Liam asks, "With him?" Hope replies, "With Thomas?" "Yes." Liam says okay and flies out the door, refusing to stop when she calls his name. In the main office, Steffi and her family go over Sheila being gone for good. Ridge is grateful for that and for the new maturity he sees in Thomas. His son feels a change. He's a different person. I'm going to make you all proud. And Hope too. They share a group hug. Thomas grabs his sketch pad and heads back to the design office. In the design office, Hope is still reeling from Liam's exit. She sits on the sofa and flashes through the argument and her fall into Thomas's lap, as well as Brooke telling her she doesn't like the bad boys. Thomas appears and startles her. He says the reviews are in and they're good. They're really good. He pulls out his phone and reads to her about the Forrester Dream Team and how they fit each other perfectly. They complement each other, and she thanks him for all of his hard work for the line. Thomas credits her with giving him another chance. He has an overwhelming sense of gratitude and enthusiasm and owes it all to her. Hope restates that they really do make a great team. Despite what Liam or anyone else says, we can do this. We've got this. I know we do. Suddenly, they're leaving in for a kiss. Just as their lips are about to meet, Hope snaps out of it. It was a fantasy. She asks herself, what is going on with me? Looking at a photo of her and her mother, she agonizes. Thomas appears and startles her. He says the reviews are in and they're good. They're really good. He pulls out his phone and reads to her about the Forrester Dream Team and how they fit each other perfectly. They complement each other, and she thanks him for all of his hard work for the line. Thomas credits her with giving him another chance. He has an overwhelming sense of gratitude and enthusiasm and owes it all to her. Hope restates that they really do make a great team. Despite what Liam or anyone else says, we can do this. We've got this. I know we do. Suddenly, they're leaving in for a kiss. Just as their lips are about to meet, Hope snaps out of it. It was a fantasy. She asks herself, what is going on with me? Looking at a photo of her and her mother, she agonizes.